Woohoo! Hey yo, man, this is Benswavvy, and you tuning in to Moebility TV, man.
Hit at the plug, then I fell in love with counting the business. Making it live, just in the top, I'm ducking the house. Wet like the ocean, check out my drip, the mama is so yeah. Don't fuck with them flues, don't I'm saucing the cold, yeah. Look, the game is so never told I get it.
What's happening, everybody? We had the last and final interview for the day. Look, 3 interviews. We got a special guest in the house. So go ahead and introduce yourself, brother, please.
What's up, world? It's Benswavvy.
You know what I mean? Hey, Ben, tell the folks where you from.
Man, I'm from the 6206, man, born and raised.
Okay, so let's get the lineup of the schools. Elementary on up.
Man, woo! I went to African American Academy when it was in Magnolia. I went there till like 3rd grade. Then I moved to Renton. I think it was Cascade Elementary School. And then I moved up to Shoreline. And I went to Meridian Elementary School. And I went to, what was that, Kellogg Middle School. Then I went to Shorecrest High School. Dropped out. Then my mom moved me up north. I went to Mariner High School, dropped out, and then I did online high school, and I graduated.
Okay. So what did you do after you graduated?
After I graduated, I tried to go to MCC for a little bit, but it was too many shorties, and one of the homegirls played on the girls' basketball team, you feel me? And I had a dorm on campus, so I ain't go to class. It's just what it was, you know.
Okay, so that didn't work out. So what was the next move?
then the next move was like, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this music stuff, you know.
Oh, okay. So is this a hobby? Was this a hobby at this time, or was it something serious?
At this time, it was a hobby. I was just testing the waters to see what's up. I had a little headset, you know what I'm saying, and I had it on my bunk bed and shit. And that's how I was recording at first. I just wanted to see how filthy it was, you know.
Okay. And how far did that take you?
That took me to becoming a beat maker. Okay, so at that point, I realized I didn't want to be a rapper, and I want to start making beats at that point. And that's when, you know, I got to this point, you know.
I'm saying, like, at that point, that's when your life changed? Or
yeah, that's when my life changed. I decided I took beat making a lot more serious than rapping, honestly. Because just the art of creating such beautiful things from no sound. Literally the hum of life, the natural hum of life. To take that and then make a beat and influence the pop, you know what I'm saying? The pop, it's crazy. It's crazy. That's deeper than people think, man.
Okay. Okay. So when you start, where was this point of your life, and where were you at when you was like, you know what, I'm gonna start making beats? Where was you at? Was you still in college, or were you back home?
I was still in college. One of the buddies, he was making beats, and when I dropped out, I started messing with these dudes, and we got together, and they were giving me guidance, you know, but they were kind of on some yes man shit. Kind of took me down the wrong path, man. They were saying everything was hot. It was not. It was not hot. It's horrible, man.
So then what made you notice that it was horrible when it was yes man, and then that made you change it? Because you had to take another turn, right?
Right, I took another turn. I started networking a lot more. I started progressing forward, not laterally or backwards. Like, I was actually gaining progress forward. At that point in time, I signed a distribution deal and a contract with One Fam Music Group, Universal Sony. I signed a contract with them for 3 years as a DJ. And yeah, I wasn't even supposed to be a DJ at that. That's the crazy part. I was DJing just because I had a natural knack for it. And that got me in trouble with the ladies. Yeah, DJing's not good for me. But then I took the DJing, you know, I took that and used that to get my beat making heard.
Hey, tell us your first experience with your first dope beat that everybody was like, you made it.
We shot a video for it. That's when I realized I actually might have a knack for making beats. We shot a video for it.
Go ahead and explain.
It was called The Show, and I was just using sounds. I think I made the beat in like 6 minutes. Yeah. I got my Cuddy AO drills, or 50 scratch G. That's what you call it, 50 scratch G. You know what I'm saying? He's on the joint, and then some other cats, you know. And yeah, after that I was like, oh yeah, so I do have the recipe. I just need to master my craft. And that's when I took faith in the 10,000 hours theory, you know. And I just started putting grind. Whether the beat was good or not, I had to grind. Knock the hours out, put the effort in. That was it was a long process. Well, I tell you, it was a long process.
And then after that process, what happened?
Oh man, I'm Beat God Swavvy now. I'm Beat God Swavvy. You know?
Okay.
At this point,
wait. Let me ask you a question. Where did that name come from?
That's okay. So my name is Benswavvy. That came from me being locked up, to be honest. I told a dude about my life. He was like, "You a cool cat." To sum it all up, he was like, "Yeah, man, you been a super wavy dude." Woo. I was like, "Yeah, man, I've been swavy. It's that simple. Bam. I've been super wavy. No sugar, none of that. I've been this way. It is what it is." And
you said, hold up. You said you did some time?
Yeah, I did some time, man. You know,
okay. And what did that make you a better person, or did you learn off of that? Did you learn from your mistakes, or what?
I learned from my mistakes and completely and entirely humbled myself, and I apologize for making the mistakes and causing the havoc that I did.
Hey man, we live and learn from our mistakes, man.
That we do.
You know, so back to the Swavvy guy.
Yes.
So when you became Swavvy, the beat guy,
yeah.
What happened after that? When you put the beat on it? Because you said you was always Swavvy, but then you put the beat on it. Then what happened after that? Did you take off when you put the beat on it?
So when the beat God came out, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just it was like 5 minutes or less, and it's gonna knock for sure.